I love submitting to my man. I love it. I love it so much because never in my life have I ever submitted to a man. I love the security. I love knowing that he's got it. I can turn my brain off. I can just like, done, just delete it. I don't bring my purse. My man says we're doing something. My man says we're going somewhere. I say okay, because I know he has my best interest in mind. I know he has my whole family's best interest in mind. My husband didn't force me to submit. He didn't tell me to submit and be a good little wife. That's not what this is. It is a natural response when you are emotionally safe to submit. I just love it. I love being fully feminine.
Now, doesn't that sound absolutely wonderful, I guess? To her, she's saying being submissive is pretty much just letting her husband do everything for her and think for her. I mean, that actually sounds horrific to me. But still, it sounds sort of pretty airy-fairy. But is that actually the real truth? Is that honestly all there is to it? If you listen to people like this, that's exactly what you would think. But being submissive only has a darker side, and lots of people view being a submissive wife in a completely different way.
My husband is my boss. My husband is number one. If my husband tells me, hey, sit down, I'll sit down. If he tells me you can't go out with your friends today, I'm not gonna go out with my friends. If he says, hey, go wash this dish for me, I'm gonna go wash a dish for him. I chose this man to be the king of my life, and yes, I agree with everything he says, and I do everything he says. And I did that because I chose this man. I put him in this position of my life, and this is how I honor and take care of and love the man in my life.
Now, none of that sounds fun to me. I would not have it where if my husband told me to sit down, I would just sit down. I also don't understand why any man would want to have that much control over their wife, or to think that their wife would do that. It honestly goes over my head on how it actually honors your husband to be like a dog and be as obedient as a dog. I mean, that's what she's making it sound like. Sit, stay, no, you can't go out. Don't understand how a man can respect that, and it just doesn't sound good to me. It's literally doing as you're told.
So I tell women out there, you want a man in your life, you want to be happy, figure out what you would do when you are happy. Because I am happy. My husband does so many great things for me, and I would do that for him. I obey him, I respect him, and I let him be the man that he is. I chose a man that I wanted to follow. I chose someone to lead me, and that's why I will do anything for him. If he tells me jump, I'll jump. If he tells me sit down, I'll sit down. If he tells me go in the room or go up on stage, I will do either or.
You know, until watching some of these videos that I have seen on TikTok about submission, I actually thought I had quite a traditional marriage with quite Christian values. Absolutely in no way was it ever told to me. But being a submissive wife meant that your husband could tell you, go sit in the room, go sit down, be quiet, and you would just do it. That just sounds absolutely horrific. But that is the truth of being a submissive wife.
My wife stays home and she's submissive. So she looks at me as the leader of the home. When we have a disagreement, guess whose word is the last call? Mine. Guess who gets to steer the ship? Me. Who has control of the finances at the end of the day? Me. Even though we have a joint account. Like everything with my wife and I, it's together.
That guy definitely makes it clear that being a submissive wife is far more than just staying at home and cleaning. And it's more than him just making decisions about where they go for tea. He makes it very clear that if they have a disagreement, that's it. There's no argument, there's no discussion. He just gets the final say on everything. He mentions them having a joint account, but he has the final say of the money. In other words, they have a joint account so he can track its spending, and she has no free money of her own. That's exactly what being a submissive wife is. The definition of submission is the action of accepting or yielding to a superior force or to the will of authority of another person. That's the definition of submission according to the dictionary. That's how I view submission. So to come across people saying that being submissive is wonderful and lovely, I think is very disingenuous, unless those people are not really living a life of full submission. Maybe they didn't Google it to see if they knew what they were talking about. But to me, there is just nothing nice about being a submissive wife. Let me know in the comment section below, do you think that the people that love being submissive wives are telling the truth, or the wife that said, no, my husband is definitely my boss, that's what being submissive is telling the truth? Thanks for watching, bye for now.